Welcome to Chapter 3, focusing on political interference in Indian NGOs, a significant challenge for the social service sector in India. This video is part of the 4th SEM Sociology of Social Service Organization and Management curriculum. Political interference stems from the tension between the state's desire for control and the NGO's role as a voice for marginalized communities. This interference attempts to control operational funding, legal compliance, and public legitimacy. The interference takes several dimensions. Regulatory weaponization, which is the use of laws to pressure adversarial groups. Advocacy constraints, which are explicit restrictions on dissent. And local co-option, which is the politicization of local welfare structures. A key tool is the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act, or FCRA. The 2020 amendment gives the government broad power to freeze accounts based on vague, quote, public interest violations. NGOs viewed as critics often face institutional scrutiny, such as income tax surveys or investigations by the Enforcement Directorate, or ED. These actions strain resources regardless of the legal outcome. Constraints on dissent include SLAPP lawsuits, which are strategic lawsuits against public participation designed to drain funds. This, along with fear of backlash, leads to self-censorship among many NGOs. Hostile public narratives contribute to delegitimization. Media campaigns often label critical NGOs as, quote, anti-national or foreign saboteurs. This erodes community trust and isolates NGOs from domestic support. Local co-option involves the rise of, quote, strong political ties but limited capacity. It also includes favoritism in funding and interference in hiring and beneficiary selection by local leaders. The overall impact on the NGO sector includes a deterioration of public trust, which is essential for community mobilization. Furthermore, sudden closures create institutional instability and service delivery vacuums. In summary, interference affects funding through FCRA freezes, advocacy through defamation, and management through political hiring pressures. These actions result in program curtailment and dilution of nonpartisan principles. To build resilience, NGOs must focus on governance and compliance, professionalizing operations, and strengthening financial transparency. They should also diversify funding away from politically sensitive sources to domestic stakeholders. The path forward requires building deeper ties with domestic stakeholders to counteract politically motivated campaigns. An independent NGO sector is essential for the effectiveness of India's democracy. This concludes our video on political interference in Indian NGOs. Thank you for watching. The sources for the images used in this video are listed here.